How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. So we're here in Bose, things are looking great. We got a lot of monster hunting to do, we got some side quests to do. We gotta find a girl who's missing from Genesis Academy because she's like avoiding her pre-arranged marriage type meeting. And it's funny because like, I feel like I remember her now. I was thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure she had a conversation in the last game, or the last time we were at the academy, one of the two, where she was expressing how she was worried her family was setting her up to get married. Like, I think it was something that she was like concerned about. And so it looks like it's kind of things that fall through, and now she's on the run. So she's gonna be like our first priority because her mission is a short one. And then we also have some animal parts to collect for a recipe. And someone was saying something. I actually might want to check the comments because someone was saying something about how it's not one of those missions where you want to like go out, like you don't want to turn in everything right away. Because there's, oh yeah, you said it was important to talk to people around town. So I'll probably do that before I leave. I don't know if I'll keep most of that in, just because most of the conversations are not super relevant. But I'm going to be doing some other stuff too. For instance, someone also made a recommendation saying like, hey, you could go back to and change out team members and pull off like their best orbs, and then make your team as like as good as you can based off that. And I was like, that's a really good point. The downside that I hate that is that I feel like it shouldn't have been too hard. I wish that at the time they'd been able to implement into the game the chance, like, so say you're in the Bracers Guild or you're in a safe place where you can switch out party members, you should be able to access all of their like equipments and orbs and being able to switch them out independently of each other so that you can kind of keep a flow team going. Especially because like one of the downsides to like disarming everybody is that sometimes when game events are playing out, you can end up having a party member thrown in, and then you could be thrown right into a combat, and that's kind of terrifying to me because it's like, what if I pull off all these orbs and then that happens and then suddenly they have no equipment on them? So that's the only thing that makes me hesitate, but I'm gonna go do that anyway. I do want to see, because I'm so close to some of the top tier spells for some of these guys, I want to see if I can manage to pull it off. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'm gonna talk to people around and just kind of see if I can not mess anything up there. But then we're gonna proceed down and go try and find the girl and start hitting some monsters. So let's get started. All right, all said and done. I think I just tweaked Estelle's a little bit. I pretty much have everything I had before, but I was able to regain Titanic Roar and have Atlas Hammer at the same time. Other than that, nothing really changed. I might mess with this a bit, but I'm not really focused on any of this at all, frankly. I guess I could take the attack. Well, things I've got the better reds on here, so it's fine. Oliver, I've fixed him up pretty good, I think. And yeah, we got he has lots of spells, a lot of little ones, but some of the big stuff we were able to get now is he's got better healing, which is great, but mostly I got stuff like Acrest, Clock Up EX, Anticept, which is funny though, because like Silent Cross and Anticept are kind of the same, except Silent Cross is far superior, and it costs only 10 more than this one, which is a medium area that mutes things. And then okay, so I guess that's different. Mute is like a status, so they might like not be able to cast for a while, where Silent Cross just interrupts everything. Okay, so that is different. Clock Down, Clock Up. Yeah, he's doing real good. He's got like all this good stuff here. White Gehenna, pretty nice. Probably not very useful, truly, because White Gehenna is, since it's a feint one, it's a 20% feint. I'm sure it does damage, obviously, but the feint almost will never trigger on any fights, so it'll be really meaningful. Then Chloe, I don't think I changed. I think I might have boosted her a bit. Yeah, so we have Diamond Dust and Blue Ascension now. But we're really close with her. So essentially what we've got here is the only thing keeping her from experiencing the entirety of the blue tree at this point is that I am too short of water. But I can put the water up to 25 now, but I can't do that and also maintain a 12 in the green. I can get really close, but because I also need like this yellow for a bunch of these spells that are really useful, and even if I wanted to like Cocutus and everything. Although, now I think about it, yellow's max needs to be 6, and I've got it at 9. I guess it's the other one's coming from Yin Yang, which I need. Like, I need that. I'm not gonna get rid of that. And I don't think I have another orb that gives me a blue and gives me some yellow. So yeah, that's pretty much all that is. Agat, I might just try and see if I can pump him up with anything that's just better than what he currently has. There we go. He's a little juiced now. Okay, now we're ready to go. I will start doing other stuff. I'll start getting ready to go, get out of here. Oh, hello. Orvid. Hey.
Oh, you were in the Minoria last night. So you're in Bose now?
Yes, I've come to the end of a long road. My ultimate goal is to secure a deal with Antros. The first step is going to be selling some of my ingredients in the market.
I kind of feel like I missed something again. So your goal is to sell stuff to Antros restaurant, but first you're going to sell in the market. Why?
If I could, I'd love to approach them directly, but they won't deal with anyone who lacks an introduction from another more trusted source. Given how famous they are, it's only natural they'd be cautious.
Oh yeah, I guess that is Antros for you. They can be kinda snooty.
So you're working in Bose at the moment, I take it?
Yeah, some stuff happened. Speaking of stuff though, you actually have a job from Antros now that I think about it.
Yeah, we're collecting some ingredients for them ourselves.
What? Collecting ingredients? And for the Antros itself? Yeah, it's been kind of a pain in the butt. They're looking for some really weird stuff.
How interesting. He's like, yes, my moment has approached. It's actually really cool. These are the types of things that like, this is, I'm gonna sound like an old man, but it's actually very real, which is why I think they say it. Life isn't about like just having an opportunity and, you know, that's given to you. Like all of us will have opportunities that'll come up, but the thing is you need to be prepared for them. So this is a good example. He's worked really hard. He's been having a goal and collecting ingredients, and he's like set himself on a path toward that goal. Like regardless of whatever happens, he's going to take the steps necessary to try and push himself towards what he wants. But because of his work and because he's paying attention, an opportunity appears in front of him. And because he's been preparing himself, because he's been practicing, because he's been stretching his skills, he's ready. And now he has an opportunity to jump in, which is really, really cool. It's a good life lesson. So that's the thing. It's like if there's something you've always wanted to do in your life, I'm guessing more likely creative, because a lot of stuff that we want to do that's creative doesn't feel like it'll pay the bills, right? So if you like to draw, if you want to make YouTube videos, if you want to write a book, like I think the best thing you can do is just do it. Just because you're not incredibly immediately successful or immediately published or whatnot, by practicing and putting in that effort, maybe the time will come when something happens like this, where the stars align and your opportunity shines. You need to be ready. You need to be practiced and prepared. You need to put in that time and effort, and then you might be able to shine. What ingredients do you need out of pure academic curiosity?
One sec. I've got the list in my notebook.
Estelle showed Orvid the list of ingredients from the Antros.
Is that really all? I carry this much with me on a daily basis. What? Seriously?
Well, how utterly convenient. Beloved companions, why not enlist the good Mr. Oliver's aid? I would ask it I would ask it of you before you asked me. This is perfect for both of us. I'll be happy to provide you with the ingredients, and if you introduce me to the manager of the Antros.
All right, we could totally do that.
It's a deal then. Oh, we just go straight there.
Oh my, yes, the quality's just fine. Let me take those right now then.
Gwen offered Oliver's Juicy Bone, Cure of Deforms, and Lucky Fangs.
Phew, that's a big help. That takes care of all the hardest to find ingredients all at once.
Indeed it does. The remainder will have to fall to you though.
Nope, no problem. We can handle the rest.
Even so. Mr. Orvid, I must say I'm impressed with your store of ingredients.
But of course. I specialize in the handling of the finest ingredients on the continent. My selection certainly isn't what you'll find at the corner market. Should you require anything else, please contact me at any time.
I will. I'd like to introduce you to our head chef, but he's busy at the moment. Do you have a little time to wait, perhaps?
Of course, I'll be happy to wait as long as it takes. Let me go find a seat. He's like giddy with joy, but he doesn't want to show it. He's gonna go out that door and he's gonna scream and dance.
The rest of the ingredients should be simple to get. Good luck with the rest of it, everyone.
I might already have the rest of it, actually. Because, I feel like that might have been the stuff we got. Now we just need tender poultry, bird eggs, and gummy eyeball. Okay, I'm going to check that. But I think I've got that. There, tender poultry. Ah! Gosh darn it. I need one more. One more. Oh, let's talk to him. As soon as the head chef has time, I intend to bring my offer to him. He's quite busy one, it seems. I expected a first-class chef. Yes. Oh, that's so cool, though. I'm glad. Thank you for the commenter who mentioned just talking to people around town. Really needed that. Like, really good that I did that, because that certainly made that a lot easier. Like I said, so I just need one tender poultry. One tender poultry. So I'm going to find that probably while I go look for her. And then I'll try and find some monsters that'll drop it. I'll look in the bios of them too and all that, try and make it fit quickly. But for now, work, have you farm. Talk about going to the academy. For now, it's our only clue. Okay, so the best way to get to back to the academy, that's this way. West Bose Highway. Okay, yeah, this is the direction. So I imagine she's gonna be out here somewhere. Tender poultry is gonna be a bird creature. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a bird we wanna fight. Oh, fishing spot. Can I even, like, use this here? Oh, you have to actually use fish in order to fish. I'm guessing I won't catch anything with this, but... Oh, I did! Snakehead. Cool. Nice. EP charge. It's empty, but if you planted a seed and kept coming back to water it, you might be able to grow a potato or something. You don't need a... Growing potatoes is pretty easy. Terra Bomb. Somewhere deep down in the last pulsing remnants of your soul, you know you're a monster. Whoa. Okay, I think that might be one of the big monsters, so I'm gonna save, I'm gonna check the notes on it. Okay. Crone Pass monster. Extremely strong direct attacks, check armor thoroughly. Okay, so it just hits really hard. Like, that could be challenging, because there's, like, not much I can do about that. Yeah, I think we're as ready as we can be. Let's try and exterminate it. Oh, it's two of them. Alright. Blade Fang. Ancient reptilian monster, but something's off about it. Almost like it's scared. Ooh, interesting. Very, very tanky. And they're not particularly weak to anything. Oh. It's not great. So that just overwrites it, right? They're just roaring. Why haven't they attacked me yet? Cause like if they were constantly building up their own defenses, that would be scary, but that's not what's happening here. They're just scared. Yeah, it's just scared. They're scared like of us. It must be the dragon, but like, what is happening here? This is weird. Well, that was something. That was weird. Let me extreme notch of the Crone Pass. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to feel good about that. Reviving Balm. Oh, sure, just take it. My name's Eric, by the way. But I bet asking my name never even crossed your mind, did it? Nope. Alright, so where is this girl? Curo Bomb. You know, the chest is empty, but it has served you well. Instead of opening it, you give it a gentle pat on the head. Earth steppeth. Oh, okay. Ah! I was wondering when we'd find a screaming chest. It's about time. EP charge. There's nothing in the chest, but sometimes it's good to pretend. Where is this chick? We've like walked all the way here. Did she try and take a direct route and literally go south, even though that's not connected in any way? Ah! Yeah, hi. I was gonna read this over dinner, but Well, I got so into it, I burned right through it. There's not much for me to do here. Fun here at a post like this, so you tend to blow through all this sort of thing. Anyway, here, might as well share, right? Gambler Jack, Volume 7. Hey, sweet. At this point, the only pleasure left to us is Officer Saros's cooking. He's always saying, "Oh, it's just a hobby," but he's seriously a pro. Likely, he's been having some time and has been in the kitchen a lot. Oh, yeah, here she is. I was like, I didn't even compute in my head. I was lost in thought.
Phew, glad I managed to get this far. Oh, but I can't stay here forever. I've got to figure it out some way to get back to Genis or... Aha! That really is Felicity. I'll admit, I didn't think she'd make it this far on her own.
A Royal Academy student. I'm guessing that's the runaway we've been looking for.
Yeah. Oh, you are... Hi! It's been a while. I guess it has. Anyway, it's only hit me just now. Oh, yes. Hello, it has. Since we last met at the academy, yes? Hello, Felicity. What? Chloe, you're here too. What on earth brings you all out here? If I can, I'd like to ask you something. We're dealing with an emergency and we'd like your cooperation. My cooperation? With what exactly? It's not hard or anything. We just need you to come with us back to Bose. Felicity? I knew it. Let me guess, you're Rena's hired thugs now? Thugs, I kinda like to not be compared to girly, surly guys with gloves, thanks. Yes, really.
Now, hang on, miss. Figured the school would have taught this lesson. Bracers are sworn neutrally in conflicts. We're no one's thugs, and we're no operatives.
Huh, yeah, I know who you are in theory. But trust me, I know how the world really works. Regardless of petty words, you intend to drag me back by force, don't you?
If you try to flee into dangerous wilderness on your own, we may have to, yes. It ain't a barrel of laughs for us either. Please just cooperate and come with us.
Stay back, you! Any closer and I'll scream. Felicity, just calm down a second. It's okay. We're not gonna do anything.
Exactly what I was afraid this was going down.
Agat, back off too. Let me handle this.
Ooh, still stepping up.
Okay, Felicity, listen. We are here to take you to protective custody, yes. And look, I can totally sympathize with you hating this marriage thing. Oh, certainly, that's unforgivable in and of itself. The real problem, though, is Rena. Wait, I'm sorry. What do you mean? She betrayed me utterly. We were supposed to be making a little tourist trip out to Bose, see the market, say hello to Mayor Mabel. I've stopped by Bose briefly before, but never had a chance to really see it. So you can imagine how excited I was to make the trip. And then, as soon as we arrive, what do I find but an arranged marriage waiting for me like a snake pit? Rena has been deceiving me from the very start. Now I see. Sounds like you guys had problems for a while. But look, it doesn't make it even more important to go back. You should meet Rena and tell her how you really feel. No, that's impossible. I'd never ever want to see Rena again. Not making much progress here.
Hey, come on. How long are we gonna play around? She ain't gonna come willingly. We gotta have to they're gonna have to be bees about it.
I really would rather not come to that. Give me just a bit longer here. I'm gonna try the hard sell. Okay, Felicity. You really won't go back to town? Absolutely not. As long as Rena and that arranged marriage are waiting for me, I've never intend to set foot in the Bose again. I see. Well, all I can say is this.
See, this is what she told us to say, is you really are a coward.
You really are a coward, Felicity. I'm a what? Did you just call me a coward? Yeah, I did. And how am I a coward? Explain yourself. Well, you've been listening to off a whole bunch of reasons for a while now. But the real reason you don't want to go back is because you're scared of the marriage meeting, right? I am not scared. Then why not just go back to Bose and confront it? You seem dead set on making the wedding meeting out to be purely Rena's fault. But looking at the facts, there's no way she did all this because she wanted to. Think about her position. She can't possibly be just her fault. Well, and yet you're latching onto her as an excuse to keep running away. We all run into stuff we hate in life. You don't want to risk being forced into marriage. I don't want to drag you back to Bose for it. But if we all just run away from it, sooner or later it catches up with us. I
I think Rena knew you tried to run from this. That's why she felt she had to lie.
Yes, I know that. Okay, yes, you're entirely right. That's why I'm so angry with Rena.
Huh?
Rena always spends so much time being nice to me, flattering me. But when it comes down to it, she couldn't be honest about this, of all things. Aren't real friends supposed to trust one another? Well, Estelle, isn't that what friends are supposed to do? Answer me! Is what I'm saying wrong? Felicity?
Whoa, Felicity, wait a second. I'd like a second to, actually answer.
Yeah, now I get it. You've got a lot more than just an objection to the arranged marriage in this. Aren't you taking it out on the wrong person, though?
You're right. Estelle isn't the only one who needs my venom. I need to save this anger for Rena.
Wait, so you'll go back with us? You're sure?
Yes. I do feel a little more clear-headed now that I've managed to spit all that out. For now, let's go back to Bose. I need to let Rena know how much she hurt me. Phew, thank goodness. I'm glad this ended somewhat well at any rate.
I do not think the need of so pressing that we could not take a moment longer to rest should you need.
No, I'm alright, and Estelle has a point. I can't just run from this. I need to confront what's being forced on me and let everyone know what I think.
That's the spirit. Sorry, I know I was playing kind of hardball there for a while.
No, I should be the one to apologize. I know that you know the answer to the question already, Estelle. Let's be off then, everyone. After all, we need your escort on the way home.
But of course, you are safe at our hands. Let's get this show on the road then. Interesting pan upward. Ah, mistress, I'm glad to see you are well.
As am I. We've been waiting.
Rena, let me be clear on one thing. I still haven't remotely forgiven you.
Yes, I'm well aware. We can, however, discuss that later.
Yeah, I suppose we can. This isn't something we can do in 5 or 10 minutes.
Well then, lead the mistress to her seat.
Of course. Mistress Felicity, please this way.
Alright. I'm sorry to put you guys through so much trouble.
No, trust us, we understand. Good luck in there, okay?
I'll see you back at school, Felicity.
Yeah, see you there. Bye, everyone.
Poor Felicity. Like, I hope this goes okay. Arena's really gotta walk out.
You performed well, Bracers. In the place of my lord, allow me to offer gratitude for your efforts. It may not be much, but this is the token of our thanks. Please take it.
A tornado fan.
Yeah, thanks. Well, that's the job settled for better or worse, but, Rena, are you okay? Your relationship with Felicity kind of seems to be, a wreck.
This is all for Felicity's sake. It is the fate of those we servants to be hated by those we serve. Oh, Rena, haven't you ever considered that Felicity didn't think that way? I don't understand what you mean.
Felicity thought of you as a friend, okay? Like, it's really obvious. If you thought your role was to be hated, I think that's where the two slipped away from each other. Maybe it's a little big-headed to me to say this all, but though.
No, it is something worth thinking about. I believe Felicity and I will need to sit down and talk for a while after all. However, for now, if you'll pardon me.
Okay then, good luck.
I'll see you at school, Regina. Farewell.
I hope they work things out. Sucks to feel like you lose a friend.
Well, that's another tempest waiting to rage in a teapot. I kind of hope they can rebuild their friendship, but man...
It's all kind of rather dire, isn't it?
I know how you feel, but this is as far as it goes for us. The rest has got to be up to them. The missing lady complete. Now let's see what that is before I forget about it. So it seemed like a secondary thing. So something fan. Tornado fan. Prevents poison and freeze. Supercharges the fan that creates a protective barrier of air. Okay, so it's just like a charge up combination charm. That's cool. Very cool. Alright, more birds. Yes, tender poultry. There we go. Good. Alright, so what are these things again? Reflects arts. So don't use arts, can call for backup. But it has like no health. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Wait, so they reflect arts. How are we supposed to hurt it though? Oh. So you lower defense and then boom. Or maybe you have to just get hit enough. This is a good time to practice though. See, like... Yeah, I think lowering defense was really the key there. Maybe a crit will work. Kinda. I mean, as long as it's paralyzed, we can just harvest CP from it, but...
Here for a rematch.
Alright, so I got that tender poultry. Yes. Alright, we're good. Now I can go turn in the mission. And then I think we're gonna do Blue Blanc's Easter egg hunt of Easter eggs. Ugh. I don't even like thinking about that again. It's like, it's always so dumb. Okay, we're good. Alright. I got scared for a second there. I thought I didn't have it. I was like, oh no.
The arranged marriage meeting has already begun. Everyone, please remain quiet.
Despite such a strong resistance to the meeting, now that it's begun for such exchange of words, the flexible attitude is the ability needed to survive in high society. Very impressive, young mistress.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Felicity. Allow me to offer my sincerest apologies for keeping you waiting. I was busy with life studies in the modern society and a task from the academy.
I've eagerly waited the day I would meet you.
I was a bit concerned when you hadn't showed.
Regardless, we have at last met. As a man of the Empire, I have no intention of picking over the little things. The young lady was painted as a woman of talent studying abroad in the kingdom. It appears the picture was not false. He understands grace. Her understanded grace and confidence are no less than I would expect from someone born to such a noted family. It's all just prestige. Show ingredients.
Oh, do you have the ingredients? Yeah, take a look.
Estelle showed the gathered ingredients to Gwen.
Yes, it appears to be everything. Let me take them off your hands then.
Hand over tender poultry, gummy eyeball, and bird eggs.
Phew, and that is that. Well done. Really, thank you for helping me. I know how busy you are, and it really means a lot that you're so willing to assist. You've even introduced me to Mr. Orvid. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just glad we could help. If you have time, please come in again for a bite. And good luck in your travels. Yeah, see ya. Good luck with your experiment, Gwen.
The rarest flavor completed. Alright. Now, time to go and solve the mystery that Blue Blanc left us. At least attempted to. This one might require us to travel. I'm gonna try and be ready though, assuming that he'll also have a really challenging fight for us at the end, so... Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway. First clue is the clue, is back in the, in flower. Flower in the back. So, L-U-C-I-R. Liqueur. Flower in the back. Look at this. Kawano's out fishing again. Alright, so like when I first talked to her, she's like, Kawano's out fishing again. It's a disease at this point. Yes, it's a cult at this point. Aha!
The hint was, Recul, back in the flower. Back at the in flower. And the end of everything is the beginning.
It must be a hint to read them in reverse. So we have to read the entire phrase backwards. Recul must be special though, since it's all caps. We probably just reverse the letters there. You end up with flower in the back, Lucier. Ah, I get it. You say Lucier and Bose, it's gotta be this place. Right, so the card mentioned a flower. Let's take a look.
There's a card attached to the pot.
Yes, found it.
Another riddle solved.
Okay, let's see here.
Your second key is the following spell. View the opened book. And remember always this wisdom. Those who seek the truth must forever look a step ahead.
What the heck? Flisk, that's our hint? Pure gibberish. Thanks, man. Now you're also giving me a headache.
There must be some kind of trick to reading it, like the last one. I would guess the look a step ahead is an important hint for that.
One way or another, how about we just look around the town? Maybe we'll find something out if we wander a bit.
Yeah, just sitting here ain't gonna do much for us. Let's get moving.
Yeah, Let's go.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be a rough one. Okay, all right, let's look at it again. FTHKC2E. Maybe those are letters. View the opened book. Those who seek truth must forever look a step ahead. Maybe like the letter next to each, like when we see those letters, like we open the book and when we see like the letters F, or maybe the capital F, capital T, H, K, C, 2, E, like we look at them and then like the step, like the letter before it maybe is what matters. All right, so we gotta look for an open book. So we probably need to look for a place that has a library or something. I think I'll be able to so easily bring an offering to them. I forgot to talk to them, so I came back here. Bracers, thank you very much. Been my dream of many years to deal with a first-class restaurant. To know that it'll come true soon, it's all thanks to you.
Thanks. But really, it worked out because you worked so hard. We just helped out a little.
Well, one way or another, I've been working at this for a while. Now that I've caused you a lot of trouble, but thank you for putting up with it. Allow me to offer my thanks in physical form for everything you've done.
Uh-oh. You're not gonna just give us a ton of those weird mushrooms again, are you?
Would you like mushrooms? In that case, I do have quite a lot in stock.
No, seriously, no. I really don't want any. What are we talking about again?
We were talking about my thanks. My thanks to you is nothing less than that right to patronize the Orvid Company.
Huh. Use rights?
Yes, as you know, I'm a merchant specializing solely in ingredients, but ultimately I only do business with professionals. I don't sell to the general populace. However, I owe you quite a bit. I offer special permission to deal with us.
So basically, we can buy things from your store.
Exactly. If there are any ingredients you need, just talk to me. As long as you can provide the correct payment, I'll be gladly provide you in turn with any ingredients you need. My, that is impressive. Can you really procure any ingredients at all? Yes, as long as it's something eaten within the boundaries of the Liberl Kingdom. I know the ladies and gentlemen in your line of work often end up preparing their own meals in the field. Please do not hesitate to use my services.
Yeah, okay. If the chance comes up, we will. All right, you'll excuse us.
Oh, yes, my apologies. Sorry to kept you. I'll be waiting for your business. Okay, so he must sell ingredients, but I'm guessing these are monster parts. Yeah, okay. So if I'm having a recipe that I struggle to get the ingredients for, I can come here and get like everything. Nice, that's pretty cool. Acerbic tomatoes, yes! Okay, cool. I'll definitely look at my recipes and see if there's any that I want to stock up on before we leave those. Anyway, on with the chase. We gotta find an open book. I'm a researcher of ancient life. I'm sure what I've sought after is in these lands. Hey, well, I look forward to it. I wonder if he's gonna be giving us a mission later. Aha! Bracers Guild, of course. When Estelle investigated the book, she found a card stuck to it.
Okay, found it. Let's see.
Should you seek the third key, seek ye the reverently held casket.
Yep, we got it.
This could advance each letter by one, it becomes guild. Oh gosh, darn it, I didn't even think of that. Gosh darn, that would have made that a little faster. I'm so stupid. Third floor, guild third floor. The third floor of the guild house.
That's riddle solved, I guess. But what the heck? Seriously? Right in the middle of the guild house?
The clown's trying to mock us. We'll have to show him what mockery gets you next time we see him.
Yeah, no kidding.
Next hint is reverently held casket. Another metaphor?
Pretty safe to assume so, yeah. There aren't exactly a ton of caskets just lying around Bose.
My thoughts exactly. Starting to get into the clown's head, huh? Speaking of heads, let's put ours together and figure out what the casket's supposed to be. Well, casket normally is where you put, like, dead people. Reverently held casket. Well, reverence usually would be like a reference to the religion, so I'm gonna check with the cat here first. Oh, no, apparently not. Reverently held casket. Oh, wait. Casket. Casket of wine. A barrel of wine, maybe at the fancy restaurant? That could be it. I don't think that's quite right, but I mean, it's like that's the best guess I got right now. Maybe not. This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh. Okay. Is this really it? I've been wandering for ages.
The Beverly Held casket. Gosh darn it, that's not...
How was I supposed to figure that out? I literally was just... I'd run out of places to check, so I checked the landing port. I hate that this is where it was. I hate that. That clue sucked. That clue sucked.
Going in a coffin's a bit of a stretch, but it is being held like it was holy.
Yeah, but there's a problem. I don't see the bozo's card anywhere.
Huh, that is weird. I'm sure this is it, though. Hey, I know. I bet it's on the bottom of that thing.
It might be, but there's a problem. There's no way for any of us to possibly fit under that crack to look.
Yeah, good point. The contract container has to be it, too. Less...
Hey, what do you think you're doing? We were messing with the machinery on my maintenance deck, weren't you? What the heck were you trying to do?
We weren't messing with anything. We're trying to investigate the container.
Investigate what? I think this'll explain. I got showed likely his bracer emblem. Ah, you lot. Has the case led you to my dock?
Right in the middle of it, in fact. Oh, right, we wanted to ask. Can we use that machine?
You bet you can. And what are you looking to do exactly?
We just need to take a look at the bottom of the container. Could you lift it just enough for us to take a look?
Sure, I suppose. Wait here a sec. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's locked and safe. You should be able to get a look now.
Thanks, mister. Come, let's see if there's anything there.
There was indeed a note attached to the bottom of the container.
Here it is.
I thought it might be a trap. It was gonna drop on her.
Thank you, sir. That's all we needed.
Great, let me get the container back down then. Seems you found what you were looking for. Our thanks to your aid, my good man. Don't worry, it's no big deal. Anyway, don't know what you're investigating, but good luck with it. Well, need to get back to work.
Of course, thanks again. Phew, I'm glad he was willing to help.
Yeah, now time to get on with it.
Right, the card.
The door has been thrown open. Seek ye proof of vanity. Find it in the words of the goddess.
That's it. Looks like we're just about done.
At last, So, words of the goddess?
Well, you say goddess, there's really only one place I can think of.
Yep, that's gotta be it. Let's get over there.
Oh, off we go.
So, a door is likely opened, and I'm gonna save, because this is the last step, and last time's last step was real rough, so let's brace ourselves for that nonsense. Oh.
These are the testaments of the Septium Church, aren't they? Do you think it could be the words of the goddess the clue is talking about?
Most likely. The testaments are meant to be exalted tidings of the goddess's immortalized on paper.
Now that you mention it, I remember learning something about that in Sunday school. Anyway, let's check it out.
When Estelle's investigating the book, she found an iron medal wedged between the pages. Oh, found a medal with two-winged horse and sword design.
Sweet, we found it. But man, look at this thing. It's a little imposing for a medal, don't you think?
It certainly is. That's the Erebonian way. By comparison, Liberalians tend to lean toward keeping things simple and elegant.
It's kind of a cultural thing, huh? Never would have guessed. What is the ambassador card to get wearing it all? And medal's gonna need this medal's gonna need the impact of a boot to the head. It kind of works in a way.
That's one way of putting it. Any less showy on a guy with the kind of presence, and nobody'd notice the darn thing's even there. And it might even be more true now than ever. He looks scarier than usual, probably because of the medal being stolen.
you mention it. Well, whatever. At least we found it. Let's go give it back to him.
Is it true? You finally found my medal?
Yep, got it. Well, here. Showing you is probably the best way. Let me return it to you.
Estelle handed over the medal.
Oh, it truly is mine. You found it. You really found it.
Oh, he's crying.
I hated her at the moment, but is this something or other medal what you were looking for then?
It's not something or other. Medal is the Guard Cordon of the Order of the Winged Stallion. This is no ordinary medal. It's an exemplary high honor and a long to receive for few ever obtain.
Who the heck can remember something that long?
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Anyway, it's the right medal or cordon thingy, right?
Yes, most definitely. This avoids the worst possible scenario. Now, if the criminal responsible could just be punished, things would be settled. Do you have any idea who the criminal might be?
Well, we've got an idea, but unfortunately, where we went is another matter.
What? There's no way they could capture them?
Not immediately, no. The one we've got our eyes on is the culprit of quite a well-known thief. Have you heard of the name Phantom Thief B before?
Phantom Thief B! He's been appearing in Liberl.
Ah, so you do know him.
Yes. He's resigned havoc to the Imperial capital for some time. He was a man who could not be captured even by the Imperial army. It seems I should be glad my medal was returned at this time. This time.
Yeah, seems that way.
Barclay, sir, do you have the item prepared? Yes, here.
Well, I feel some regret that things did not proceed to capturing him. Against the infamous Phantom Thief B, you can hardly be blamed. You recovered my medal in good order, maintaining the dignity of the Empire. In acknowledgement of your great services to the Empire, I, the Erbonian Imperial Ambassador, grant you this Einstritter's medal. Granted the Einstritter's medal, she did her best to keep a straight face. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations!
Literal applause.
Congratulations!
I certainly wasn't expecting this.
Oh boy.
It's not so bad once you get used to it.
I understand you're speechless at being awarded such an honor. Must be very hard for you to contain yourself. Ah, sweet youth, I was the same when I received my first medal. However, do not feel unworthy. Know your efforts are more than deserving of this. I expect great deeds in the future as befitting one a receiver of this medal.
Yeah, thanks.
The Imperial request complete. Alright, now we'll step out for a quick. We have one last thing we're going to do before we turn in the mission, and that is to read the book we got. If you don't care, that's fine. But we got the book, and even though we got 2, 6, and 7, we're going to read 7, because I stumbled into that randomly. The Banquet of Darkness. The ship was utterly silent as it cut through the... Oh yeah, so just FYI. So there was a ship that was painted black in the harbor that he jumped on. The ship was utterly silent as it cut through the velvety darkness of the night, in contrast to the silhouette of inky black outside. One layer down the ship's interior was filled with lights and sound. Furnishings from every part of the continent aboard adorned the walls, and a band of musicians played a cheery song. The orbital glow of the chandelier imported from Liberl shone down on everyone from more of every form of human desire. In the hall built in the center of the ship, guests laughed and chatted. They appeared to be the finest ladies and gentlemen, but each and every one were a part of a seedy Republican underworld. They were the type of folk that spoke of murder as easily as one would dinner or fine wine. Their faces hadn't changed much in 7 years. In the furthest depths of the hall, there was a discreet sitting for the highest ranked of the lot, and just as 7 years ago, there was a certain group of men there. One old man was flanked by several bodyguards. His name was Chief Minister Shamrock. He was the host of the party aboard the ship. A long white beard trailed down his chest and was the symbol, and also the symbol of power. Though he retired several years before, he continued to serve in an advisory role to many organizations. Retirement had done nothing to slow his influence on the nation. He was a man well worthy of becoming called a monster of the underworld. Chief Minister Shamrock held this party once every year at a place for powerful to meet and share useful information. Of course, there were many in the group who could hardly be called friendly in their attitude. Two of these such men were Your Queen and Juan. Your Queen, 7 years ago at the time, was a man who twice now built this plan for a gambling match. Originally, he had been an arms dealer, but 10 years before he started dealing with the Eastern Quarter, he had been expanding his business in smuggling drugs and becoming a villain on the rise, the best of the new class. Conversely, Juan was a villain whose roots ran deep in the region back to even before the Eastern Quarter. He was the kind of man who ruled from the top, commanding gangs of thugs, punks, and the like.
Over the last 10 years in the Eastern Quarter, Iroquois and Juan had been in the middle of a territorial dispute. It was a fight of new versus old. Neither side had yielded a reg, and every drop of blood was washed away with more blood in their fights. It was at the height of the situation 7 years ago that Iroquois had suggested a duel with gambling at the theme. A one-on-one full cheating match between the best of the best gamblers. On that match, they would both wager the territory of the Eastern Quarter. He brought the suggestion to Juan as a way to reduce the amount of profitless bloodshed at least a bit. At first, Juan had been against it, but the endless fighting was taking its toll on his own organization. Even so, Juan was an old-fashioned man and not the type to easily jump to new ideas. Iroquois the next brought the idea to Chief Minister Shamrock, and the advisor to the Underworld permitted the match. As the Chief Minister, Shamrock was also advisor to Juan's group. With him having granted permission, Juan could hardly refuse the match. Interesting. That's kind of a cool concept. Instead of a duel like the traditional kind, it's like a gambling duel. Very, very cool. Alright, now to go turn in our missions that we've completed thus far. Alright, Imperial Request, 10,000. Missing Lady, 6,000. And the Rarest Flavor, 5,500. 3 plus 2 BP. D-Class. Good work. Always nice to see some progress. If you complete any more jobs, be sure to come back and report. Alright, and with that, we are done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's a pleasure having you. A lot of hopping around. We got one monster fit with a bunch of like T-Rexes that were so scared they couldn't attack us, that makes me terrified, because if the game was pulling punches there, it means it's not going to be pulling punches in the future. We were able to do all the ingredients and the scavenger hunt, so yeah, things went pretty well. Felicity also, I liked her storyline a bit. That was really cool, world building, and just to see her. And I hope that I played that out right, but it seems like we did. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy about all that. And it's a good time for me to kind of settle back and take a break. And next week, we'll probably be focusing almost exclusively on the monsters, because I think that's all that's left right now. So yeah, that should be real fun. Main quest next time. So thank you so much for joining me, especially to the patrons and members who make it possible for me to make content like this more often. I'm rearing up for some real intense stuff in the near future. My life's just going to get a lot busier, so hopefully I can maintain the schedule, but we'll see. I'll adjust as I have to, but I'm going to make sure the content keeps flowing, because I love making it. So thank you so much, and especially thank you to anyone who's still watching this. If you're here, regardless if you directly support me, if you're just watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me that you're being a part of the channel and that you're participating, and you know, every single one of you is an important part of this machine that makes content work like this. And hopefully I'm sharing stuff that keeps you coming back for more, because, I don't know, I like to play the games that a lot of other people don't seem that interested in. So I like to think that we can kind of cultivate something really special here. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And until next video watching me, I'll see you next. I'll see you there.